they got some good news. Not that it's good for the game or good for the Cowboys or good for anyone, but there is a COVID outbreak with the Cowboys that has resulted reportedly in 8 positives so far. Most of them are coaches or assistant coaches, and today the announcement came that head coach Mike McCarthy is COVID positive and will miss Thursday night's game. Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator, will serve as the head coach for the game. Makes sense. He's got experience doing it at the highest level, including the Super Bowl several years ago. So this is now the 4th team that has lost a head coach this season due to a COVID positive diagnosis. Actually, the fourth time since the pandemic began, because it was Kevin Stefanski playoffs last year. The Browns actually won the game. Matt Nagy this year, the Bears lost to the 49ers. Cliff Kingsbury this year, the Cardinals won without him. This is the 4th time since the pandemic began that a team's got to go forward without its head coach. And nobody's going to shed any tears for anyone. This is just part of the reality that we exist in now. We just accept it. Any given day, we could find out a key player or a coach isn't available for the next game or 2 because of a COVID positive. It's just this vague reality that manifests itself in a lightning bolt. Like, boom, oh, this guy's COVID positive, he's gone. Oh, boom, this guy's COVID positive, he's gone. And given the Thanksgiving holiday and the fact that plenty of people had plenty of people in their houses and visiting and the guards were down, I would expect to have plenty of positives this week, and we'll be talking about it in a minute. There have already been plenty of positives.
Yeah, Mike, they did get Amari Cooper back today. That was the good news for them. But, yeah, they're going to hold their breath the rest of this week because I would assume they're in enhanced protocols. And when you go in enhanced protocols, you test every single day. So until Thursday's test results come back, they're going to be holding their breath that they don't lose any more players. They can do without the strength and conditioning staff, who are now all gone. They can do it without their offensive line coach and assistant offensive line coach who won't coach. They can even do without Mike McCarthy for a game. But when you start getting in those players, right now the only one out is Terrence Steele that we know of, the swing tackle who started games at both right tackle and left tackle, and they can do without him because they have Tyron Smith back and they have Lyle Collins back. But if they lose any more players, that's when you start to have concern about, all right, who's going to be, if it's quarterback or the receiver or whatever it is. They've played enough games without some of their starters this year that you can see how it affects them. And affects any teams. But the numbers went up after Halloween, Mike, Halloween parties and things like that, kids going out. The numbers we're seeing are rising again after Thanksgiving. And this is what you've talked a lot about. You worry about these holidays when people gather together, the numbers rise. It's a fact of life right now.
There's an element of collective fatigue when it comes to worrying about the various steps and protocols. And, I'm sick of not seeing my family. I'm sick of having to wear a mask. I'm sick of having to do this. I'm sick of having to do that. Well, we just have to dig a little bit deeper and continue to do everything if we want to get past this for good. Or a year from now, it's going to be the same old thing. 2 years from now, it's going to be the same old thing. And,
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.